My name is Theo Talcott. We're joined by Bob and Max, and we are here to talk about the most important thing in the world, which is climate change and saving the Earth. So let's get started.
Yeah, let's get started.
So, news at the top of the hour. New York State is set to approve hydrofracking in the southern portion, meaning like the closest to Pennsylvania. Sneaking up on us is one of the most worst, awfulest, terriblest things that could ever happen. The exploding of the water supply of America for
What is fracking?
Fracking is a process where they explode the bottom rock underneath everybody so that they can release the gas and then siphon it out.
Whoa, I was
You got
convinced
gas, right?
it was but I thought it was a sexual gas thing.
Not so sexual.
Wait, Theo, just a quick thing. Who approved it?
Apparently Governor Cuomo is going to approve it after Labor Day.
So it hasn't been approved yet?
No. So it is still possible to write your congressman and put political pressure on these people. There's going to be a big gathering in Albany this weekend called Don't Frack New York. It's possible to resist the destruction of the world, and we really should do it. Fracking is a place where if we do not stop these people who are going to gobble up our world, we will be quickly doomed. And there's no place where it's more egregious than fracking, because the rights of the citizens who own land in the area are just well, great, you have a house, but now the water's broken.
And how far is the contamination?
I mean, you pretty much ruin the water supplies of an area when you do it.
And does that mean that trickles down to the water supplies of...
Everywhere. And New York City is at risk because the water supply of New York comes from upstate.
Sounds horrible.
Terrible.
I thought you were fracking, Bob. I thought you were a fracker.
Well, I was still thinking about gas.
Well, yes. So...
Keep thinking.
So, we have a situation to deal with, which is the corporations are out of their minds.
Wait, but Theo, sorry to harp on logistics, but I don't get something. Why southern? Why this specific area, and why not the rest of the area? How does Cuomo designate the southern belt or something like that?
Well,
and not the rest of the state. And is it his jurisdiction anyway?
Fracking is going on in certain states. It's going on in Pennsylvania, neighboring, and so New York has had it suspended for 4 years while they tried to review it, and apparently they're just about to go for it. The problem is it does not, if you actually try and follow your environmental laws, you can't, it doesn't work. But you could overrule them and just not enforce them. But the Clean Water Act is supposed to protect us from this. So we're just in a period of great non-enforcement of the laws we already have, and where they do use the law in environmental issues, it's usually to roll the people who live on the land. Everywhere I go, I see this false legalism, using the law to beat up the little people. The rich people have the money to, buy their lawyers.
Whoa, you can't say that stuff on TV, man.
I am saying it on television.
No, this is dangerous. The people know me, man. Rich people know me, and just talk about cartoons or something.
Okay.
Talk about Pussy Riot. That's in Russia.
Pussy Riot. Time to move on. Moving along to Pussy Riot.
Bob, what do you know about Pussy Riot?
I know they're not rich, and so you can bash them.
But you'd like to bash them, right?
Bang?
Well,
they're really cute. I've seen the girls.
Okay,
they're
I have a question about...
Under the ski mask,
I have a question about Pussy Riot. So these are rock chicks that got arrested for praying, right?
That's right. I heard their statements in court. Did you read their statements in court or hear them?
No.
I did.
Eloquent. They're saying they were much more free than the jury. They were we're more free than you because we
have an inner freedom and we stand up for what we believe in.
Oh.
Yeah, beautiful example.
But so, what do you think though about the use of the church in the Pussy Riot tactic?
I think it was great. They do their things all over Russia. They go and do it outside of prison. They do it in front on the top of a bus stop. You know, they take this message of like loud disobedience anywhere, which is great.
what was the actual, like, I saw a YouTube clip of the actual stunt they put on, but I never saw a translation of what they were saying.
Well, I heard a translation the other day. On Democracy Now! They had a woman who was reading it, and it was a prayer to the Virgin Mary to get rid of Putin. And it was a sincere prayer. I mean, it wasn't like disobedient in that regard.
I saw there was something with Putin and like
oh, I did see that.
tiger.
He dug down. He like pretended he swam down and got this like old artifact from like 20,000 years ago.
Yeah.
It wasn't like no moss on it or anything.
No, it's true. Yeah,
He's tough. He's KGB tough.
He's got black belt in something.
Yeah, black something.
He's got black heart.
He has cruel eyes. It's true.
He's got icy eyes.
Yeah, he's the king of Russia, man. Respect.
Yeah.
That's a hard town to be a king of.
That's why Pussy Riot is pretty brave to be like, down Putin.
And it was cool to see the solidarity protests all around the world of other people getting up in these ski masks and like dancing around.
In a local version of this story, the corporations have insisted that my friends
my leg, Bob.
get a cell phone tower next to their house. Here's a picture of it. And they went through a long legal struggle, and the Public Service Board ruled with the utility, which is always what happens. The Public Service Board is a corrupt piece of Vermont government that pretends to be doing something but isn't actually doing any good. So these problems are everywhere. The corporations use the government to get their way, and they use the false legalism of like, oh, we're really obeying the law here, we went through this process, and therefore we're going to do this terrible thing.
And how does it work now, jumping across to fracking in terms of, is that like these companies offer a sum of money to buy rights for the land, or do they have access to eminent domain and kick you off the land, or how does it work?
Generally, it's like farmers sell the rights for fracking on their land, and then it's great for them because they get $50,000 right away, and sometimes they don't even get it after it's been done. Though it's like I've heard horror stories of people thinking they're going to hit it rich, but they end up getting $40 a month. But meanwhile, their water no longer works, and they can't farm there.
They only get $50,000 for rights to frack.
Right. So, like a friend of mine's father has a piece of land in Pennsylvania, and all the other farmers wanted him to sign it because he was the piece of property that they wanted to run the line through. So they were all sort of waiting on him to. So eventually got pressured into doing it. So a lot of people are getting turned on it, and the problem is like the money's so good now, but then in 10 years they'll ruin the water supply of the whole place. So it's like completely stupid. So the companies, there's no way to do the drilling safely. So what they do is they drill down like a mile, and then they explode the bottom shale bed, and it releases gas from that it's trapped underneath, but also that it's trapped in the rock. And then what happens is they make a well casing that's supposed to seal it off or something, but the idea is like eventually the wells break down and the gas leaks up, and then you have all this sort of like radioactive gases and like radiation coming up from the earth, from the central core of the earth. Anyway, the science is intense, but we're talking about this incredibly complex geological process that the EPA is not at all ruled on, and if they did, it's illegal under the Clean Air Act and the Clean Water Act.
Bob, you have lungs?
I wonder if
No.
Panama is coming. Maybe.
Panama?
Mm-hmm. Maybe we could. Oh my God! That is so funny.
That was perfect timing. But John, you know Panama?
What's up, man? Wow.
How you doing, brother?
What an entrance.
Yeah.
How you doing, man?
Chilling, man. How's everything?
Let's go.
Good, man.
Welcome back to the Climate Show. My name is Theo. We're joined by Bob,
Bob. No, not Bob.
Max, and we're here to talk about the state of the world, things as they are, and have fun with the green screen. So behind us, we see a wall painted green at the moment. But right now we're going to add a picture.
What's the picture of?
What do you want it to be a picture of?
The pyramids?
Okay, you can do that.
Let's talk about Mitch Hedberg.
Let's show a picture of Mitch Hedberg.
Wait, who?
Oh, that's a bad picture.
Okay, let's do a different one. Good. He looks like a nice guy. So he said some funny things. Tell us one of his jokes.
I like rice. Rice is good if you're hungry and you want 2,000 or something.
That's funny.
And then he'd like stare and not laugh. He'd look really high. He was always really high.
I don't really get it. Like, I like 2,000 of a lot of things. Like,
when you're hungry and you want 2,000 of something.
but
hey,
when
buddy.
I'm hungry, like,
Yo, Mitch Hedberg is dead.
I think the joke is that it's totally, when you deal with rice, the number isn't anything you ever think about.
Also, Chinamen are also good for that situation.
So tell us that joke about him like running, and then the audience is sitting there.
Yeah, I think you spoiled the joke, man.
Okay.
Let's talk about a different comedian, Bob Saget.
Tell us about him. I don't really know too much about comedians.
So the thing with Mitch Hedberg is he was not famous when he was alive, and then he died from an overdose. And then like a bunch of years later, people were trimming weed in California, and they were listening to what's that internet site that
Funny or Die?
No. That stuff that puts the music, like you put an artist and it gives you all types
Oh,
of
like
shit.
Groove Shark?
That one that people used to listen to before you Groove Shark.
Playboy.com?
Yeah, no.
Screamer?
Whatever. One of those.
I agree. One of those
Anyways. So
wonderful internet sites. I would like to say Spotify though.
Yeah.
Spotify is a
Bullshit.
new music sharing thing. But what they do, when you sign up for it on your Facebook page, they send out a letter to everyone in your email account saying, oh, so-and-so signed up for Spotify.
Yeah,
Well, don't you want to?
Don't you
It's
have
like,
to authorize them, Theo? Isn't there? There must
I mean,
be
maybe,
some
but,
little,
like,
checkbox.
my
which you
friend
didn't
who,
see.
well, that's
Well-
the thing. It's like they intruded, and
I'm with
it
you.
is
I'm
the
with you.
new.
It's annoying.
It is annoying. So, here's an interesting thing. Congress recently started investigating this thing, which is that these internet companies that have your phone, it is their best practice to spy on you, download your whole address book.
Lay off there, Bob.
So anyway, I don't know. I mean,
Well,
I'm just
say
like,
that again. I wasn't paying attention because me and Maxie
You were paying
were-
attention to something else there,
me and
Bob.
Maxie
Hey,
were-
hey,
yeah, I'm
hey.
sorry. Such a homophobe.
you, Bob? Shocked.
You know.
Well, I think you're just covering up, but don't worry.
He's all covered up in hair.
You are covered up.
Except his bald head.
it's true. You ever wonder about that, Maxie?
Do you
Wink,
guys,
wink.
do you guys know that wonderful study?
Bob,
They-
can you wink?
They showed that any.
Yeah. You just can't see it. Keep going about what you were saying.
The wonderful study
Yes.
about homophobia.
Oh.
It goes like this. So they studied the people who did violence to gay people, and it turns out they are always like insecure about their own sexual identity a little bit. So it's like this very funny thing. Like, if you don't care one way or the other, it's like blah blah blah. So it is just sort of an ironic thing. Whenever you hear someone being worked up about it, you could be like,
Yeah, that's an interesting thing, though. You say that the homophobes are really homophobes. Are really homos.
or they
But
just
then-
aren't sure. Maybe they just like never looked under the rock, and if
Wait,
they did, they would
so-
see that they weren't. But either way, they're worried.
Yeah. But then homophobes are really homophobes. Because I know some people who are afraid of homophobes.
I mean, I'm afraid of some homos,
Maton.
You're
but that doesn't make me a homophobe.
Well, sure it does.
No, I mean,
That's what homophobes
I mean,
do.
I don't really like to dance heavily with gay guys, but that doesn't mean I'm against them having their
Why not?
rights.
It's fun. Have you ever tried it?
I have danced often, and when I go to Burning Man, one night I went through this whole thing. I made all these gay guys mad because I was just like, "Oh, stop
about-
dancing near me, you freaking."
What about dancing?
Oh, you're a
Gross.
homophobe then,
It's
man.
not in a
No, but
sexual
that was the.
context.
I know, but that was the joke.
Why does it have to be sexual to be dancing with a man?
No, the problem was they were like kind of like. You ever like hung out with Chippendales guys? You're like doing your hippie
No.
Grateful Dead shuffle, and you're boogieing along, and suddenly
Yeah,
you're
man.
surrounded by like a bunch of guys who are like
They were like-
pelvic thrusting, and you're
They
like,
were like regular guys.
Wait a minute.
Treating you like a girl. Do you not understand what
I
being
I
a true girl
agree. That
looks
is
like?
terrible.
Because problem isn't I don't hate gay people. I hate all men.
Bob, do you qualify as a man?
I don't have to justify my manhood to you.
You're a
No, it's not
misanthrope.
like,
Did you hear the one about the Jew who had a boner and ran into a wall?
No, tell me
Broke
about
his nose.
it.
That's an interesting anti-Semitic
Is
joke.
that was your nose, Bob?
No, I explained about my nose.
Oh,
I,
right,
had
forgot.
So-
wanted a theme park.
I
and
guess
that
it
whole
is
business.
true. You're allowed to tell ethnic jokes about your own ethnicity. So I'm going to tell one about wasps.
All right.
Way to claim it. Yeah.
Everybody's allowed to tell jokes about wasps.
Your own ethnicity. Well, what is the definition of a wasp?
I don't know, like a terrible person?
Somebody who
Well,
wears,
frankly,
like, pink
it's a
pants.
white Anglo-Saxon Protestant.
Whoa, see, yeah.
But another definition is,
I'm listening, buddy.
I wish this was funny now that I've gotten all the way to the end of it.
Spice it up.
One definition is someone who gets out of the shower to pee.
That's funny.
What's the other?
Someone who wears polo shirts.
Okay, good.
Someone who,
One who steals money from other ethnicities.
it could be,
Is that it?
is comfortable in roles in banking and finance, which allow them to have a predatory relationship with the other races.
So, is that an acronym? How do you pronounce this?
WASP. WASP. White Anglo-Saxon Protestant. So
Are you Protestant?
this isn't in the news. Mitt Romney was in England recently. He was like,
Oh.
so happy to be here with you,
Is
you
Mitt not a
Anglos.
wasp?
Uh,
I don't think Mormons
Here's the
aren't-
thing
aren't
about
Protestants.
Mormons. They
he's
got,
definitely not a Protestant, but he's like kind
It's
of.
big money.
I can't remember like where they came from, but I don't know.
When did the Romney family become Mormon?
They invented this product, man.
1863. The dad goes to Mexico as a missionary. Has
Wait,
a,
1863?
the grandfather or something.
It's an old dude.
Yeah, and then me and my brother's coffee drinking friends are right. My facts are bad on this show, but no, that's the basic plot. Like 1860s, the great Uzi Wutzi is back there in Mexico with many wives. Then I guess they kick him out, and then he comes back up.
This is God?
No.
This is Mitt Romney, but I don't know.
shit.
You know, I don't really. I've been recently realizing maybe I shouldn't beat up on the Mormons so much. I mean, I have the weirdest religious life of anybody. I'm like this yogi Christian Sufi dude,
I thought you were
neo-Jew.
Jewish.
I'm Jewish a little.
Tell us about your Sufi practices.
I like to dance and spin and read the poems of like amazing saints like Hafez and Rumi.
Are you a little bit Sikh too?
Sure, I'm a little bit everybody. I love them all.
Mm-hmm.
That's good.
Here's the two
What's
things
your
I know
faith?
about
It's a-
Mormonism.
Yeah.
One is God lives on Mars and he's a dude.
Is this Scientology or
No,
Mormon?
no, this is Mormonism. The dude,
Lives
he's a
on Mars.
person and he lives on Mars. He doesn't die and sometimes he visits here. Seriously. Wait, that was just the first
No,
thing.
it's weird. I'm with you.
Here's the second thing.
Yeah.
Or you want to comment on the first thing?
No, I was just gonna chime in about the Mormon underpants. I don't really know
Exactly,
too much about it.
underpants.
Is that still in your?
Okay, the underpants. Go ahead. I know about this. Tell it.
Well, I think that Mormons and Hasidic Jews wear the same like underpants.
I didn't. Lower.
Lower Phi? How could you get any lower
Hello?
Phi than this? It's community access television.
Hey guys, we're having a call coming in here.
Haywood Jabloni. I'm calling from Mitt Romney's staff. I'm wondering if you would like to speak with a candidate.
What is this?
We would like
Say it again. Who is this?
This is Haywood
Haywood.
Jabloni.
Haywood Jabroni. Hold it right up to that.
Wait, what was the name?
Hold it right up to the microphone.
I'm calling from the office of Mitt Romney.
Mitt Romney. Wait, who is that?
It's the office.
Mitt Romney.
Put me on the phone!
All right, Bob. Bob. This guy wants to talk to you. I didn't quite get his name.
Hello? Put Mitt on the phone. I haven't spoken to that bastard in years.
Hello there?
Hello?
Hello, this is Mitt.
Mitt, my love. Mitt,
Hi.
how are you doing?
Hi, is this CNBC? Or C-
Yes. CNBC.
My press secretary, Mr. Jabloni, told me that I was interviewing on C-SPAN. Am I correct?
Yeah. This is Bob.
Okay. Yes. What can I do for you, gentlemen?
How are you doing?
Oh, I'm doing quite well. It's been a profitable day for me.
Are you okay?
Yeah. My investments are paying off lucratively, and I'm looking to sweep Missouri, so I think we're doing well.
Do you like to sweep, Mitt?
How is your health?
Yes, I have a servant who's sweeping in Missouri. Excuse me?
I heard you had problems in your lungs or your stomach or something. How's your health?
My health.
Yes.
My health is doing quite well. Several of my private surgeons have given me clearance to run for president, so I think I'm fine.
Can I ask you about the when you got money from the El Salvadoran families to start Bain Capital that were linked to the death squads? Do you remember that incident?
Now, excuse me, my friend. You're passing judgment on citizens of Ecuador, and they ran a private enterprise, which you know nothing about. So you should let their business proceed and not interfere with capitalism.
Mitt, can I
Mitt,
borrow like
that's good to know.
$15,000?
Mitt, referencing Ecuador there, what do you think about these WikiLeaks and what's happening now in England?
Oh, excuse me, Ecuador, yes. Ecuador and England. Those are both countries that begin with E. I think things are going well in El Salvador. Thank you.
Mitt, are you still there?
Yes, of course I'm here.
Well,
Are you still there now?
well, great.
In fact, I think all countries that begin with E should be trading partners. They should be in the EU.
Okay.
Mitt,
What? Tell me, when you hear that I hear that you like Paul Ryan and you picked him because you both have these like wonky policy ideas. So when you guys sit around and like, tell me one thing that you like about what he's going to do with Medicare.
Yes, I think that the Boston Patriots are doing quite well, and they should
Yeah.
win the Super Bowl entirely.
woohoo!
Not just half.
The Boston Patriots.
Yes, winning.
The Boston Patriots. We
Mitt.
do hope they win.
Mitt, tell me, what's going to be your first act as president?
Pheasant is a fine meat.
What did he say?
He likes a pheasant, apparently.
A pheasant? No, Mitt, president. You're running for office, goddammit. What are you going to do with it when you get it?
I think your use of damn offended Mitt.
Why, is he dead?
Is he damned?
Yes. So I'm going to speak with Wolf Blitzer. Is Blitzer?
Hello?
This guy kind of looks like Wolf Blitz.
Ye-
Bob, you kind of look like Wolf.
You do look.
Shut the fuck up, dude.
They,
Talking to Mitt Romney over here.
he is though, so it's not.
Is this like the Borat movie?
No.
It just so happens that
Inyo Malawak.
I feel like this is a left-wing conspiracy.
no. It just so happens that Wolf just came in. Here he is.
Yes, welcome to the Situation Room. Anderson Cooper will be over shortly to talk about the nature of things.
Excuse me. I won't speak with Anderson Cooper. He's a homosexual.
Well, he's handsome and he's a Vanderbilt.
No, please, only heterosexual correspondence.
What about rich correspondents? Rich gay correspondents?
Okay.
I mean, look, this is where Mormonism really needs to get it together. We don't care about your polygamy, but don't be all bitching about everybody else's love lives.
Mitt, tell us about this fact that I've heard that black people cannot be elected to Mormon leadership. Is that correct?
No, to the best of my knowledge, that is incorrect. I have many friends who are black. They drive most of my vehicles.
Oh, Mitt. I want to know about the underwear. Is it true you can only use underwear once for your religious thing? Book?
Yes, I own an underwear company. We moved the factory to Mexico, but
Oh,
we
yeah.
underwear here in America. Yes.
Yeah, so paper underwear, right? Once a day.
Yes, no, we stopped making the paper underwear.
Tell me, how was your latest visit to God on Mars?
My my business with God. God and I are business partners.
Oh yeah.
We own several churches together.
Oh yeah.
Mitt, I want to cut to the chase for a second. What do you think
talking
about
about God and
Paula
business.
Abdul?
Oh yeah.
I understand that she's from Muslim origins, and so I think she's not suitable to be on television.
Oh.
What do you think about that crazy thing that guy said about legitimate rape? Did you hear
I heard
this
about
one?
That shit. That's
It's a
crazy fucking
scientific
shit.
article. People are objecting to it, but this is based in science. He was quoting a scientific journal. So I think
No.
you have to accept.
Okay, I not everybody knows about how contraception works, but definitely it is true the body doesn't necessarily do something where. Do you guys hear about this?
I heard about it.
Oh man,
I heard about it on the way over here.
some idiot
Let
congressman
me tell you, I know for a fact
is
it's
about to
not
lose
true.
it. Go Claire McCaskill!
Oh man.
All right, Mitt. A
No
pleasure
more
talking to
war.
Thank you, Wolf.
you. Mitt, I have a question.
I miss you, buddy.
Yes, please.
Just between us, do you have any other wives?
This is off the record, right? You stopped the recording.
That's right.
Well, I have several other wives, and one of them will be my wife when she turns 7.
And
Ooh.
Bob was asking
What
me.
color is she?
Bob was asking me before if any of them are puppets.
Well, the 6-year-old has a puppet, and she plays with it.
What did he say?
The puppet is
Why isn't anybody writing this down?
Okay, goodbye, Wolf.
Mitt is talking.
A pinch for me. Thank you. Okay.
All right.
Bye,
all right,
love.
All right, Mitt. God
Bye,
bless.
sweet nipples. Bye, Mitt Romney. Oh, I need to take a shower
Interesting guy,
now.
huh?
That was really fun theater. This show has been sponsored by Grist magazine online, grist.org. Go get them.
Yeah.
And also by 7th Generation Soaps. We want your money. Give us some money. And
Give us some money.
money.
The Koch brothers.
That
We
don't.
want your money.
We're just
Give us
kidding.
some money.
What are your eyes? I can't tell.
They're blue.
They make.
What color is your soul? Black.
Oh, that's a deep one.
Because you're Jewish, get it?
No, Jews
Bob,
are filled with
what
light.
is this? You're a Jewish guy too. What are you?
What are you, like, self-hating Jew? Like one of, like Noam Chomsky?
Yeah. You hit the nail on the head, buddy. I'm a self-hating Jew.
Well,
You
there's
happy?
there is plenty to hate, but
Are you
only
self-hating?
about how they deal with the Palestinians. Other than that, it's a really groovy thing.
Whoa. Look out, buddy. These wasps got a sting.
Yes. I mean, I have studied these issues. I have kind of strong opinions.
But
But
you keep your opinions to yourself, Jew hater.
no, I'm not a Jew hater. I'm just saying I'm actually an un-Jew hater. I love the Jews. I just don't love how they deal with the Palestinians.
How you can do a better job?
How
No,
do
I mean,
people
I
do
don't
it?
want to do it. Like, I'm sorry for the Native
Hey man,
Americans.
you don't like it when
Gee
people
whiz.
die? Go save them.
Look, that is not the same argument. It's to say it's stupid
It's
the way it's
bad,
going
it's
now.
so bad.
No. Look, the situation has been stuck for 50 years. They need a state. You guys should shut the fuck up.
I'm
And
not
pay your
really
tab
against
and cut out. Pay your tab and settle up with the
I say
Palestinians.
kids
No,
for
I'm going to
2
commercial.
We got what's her name again?
Panama.
Panama. That's right.
Hi, how you doing?
And this guy. Maton. That's what he goes by.
Don't do a cell phone next to my head. No cell phones.
Okay, man.
We're cell phone allergic. Away, cell phones.
That works pretty well. Does it work so well when you try to get the CVPS not to put the power meter in your house?
Not so good. Although that came up today because they came to my house today
And
to
what-
try and put a smart meter on my house.
Panama, do you know about this stuff, man?
I know a little bit about smart meters, but I'm from New York City, so I don't know much about this area. What's going on? Fill me in.
Smart meters are this like they want to put a cell phone on everybody's like electrometer, so you don't have to go walk around and drive to your house and look at the meter. But technically, they'll just like also have a lot of data from that they'll be able to surveil you with. We should not have them. Everybody should opt out.
How strong of a signal is it?
They all turn on and they make a mesh network in the neighborhood that creates an electro grid frequency that interrupts animal life, and it's also bad for human health. Look, it's my house. I can say if I want to not be just killed by some ray gun beam from some
Bob, I think you're over exaggerating right now.
Yeah, Bob.
Bob, I'm from
so
Bob.
complicated.
Bob,
Okay.
I'm from New York City. I deal with this all the time.
I think you're from the future, man.
You think I'm from the future? Who do you think I am?
What can you tell us about the next year? What's going to happen? Is it going to be an interesting year?
It's gonna be an interesting year.
Are you from the future or no?
You guys caught me.
He's got a good eye for these things.
I can't remember how this joke.
I am Wesley Snipes. You caught me. I am here from the future telling you that Mitt Romney is taking over everything.
Oh,
Don't vote for Mitt.
I knew it.
You knew it?
Don't
Yeah,
do
he's
it.
taking over everything. That's like part of his campaign.
He's taking everything over. Obama's just a sham.
Who put him there?
You know who put him there.
Wait, who, where?
You can't say it on TV, man.
You know who put him
Don't
there.
say it.
I know it, sure, man.
Who are our allies in the future, Wesley?
Do you know who the allies are? Taco Bell? Pizza Hut.
Do you like that song? You know, I'm at a Pizza Hut. I'm at a Taco Bell. Do you know that one?
Das racist become president in 2049.
49?
49.
What's the name again?
Taco Bell.
Das racist. I'm in the Pizza Hut. I'm in the Taco Bell. I'm in the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
think I've heard
See,
this
you already
fucking
know
song.
about the future.
That's the
That's our
future?
Star Spangled Banner. Do you want to wrap the show up today,
Let's
Bob?
wrap the show up.
No,
Bob,
we're
wrap the
doing
show
great.
up.
This is
Okay.
the best we've ever done.
Let's sing the national anthem. I'm at a Taco Bell. I'm at a
Oh, yeah,
Burger King. I'm
Das
at...
racist.
Yeah, what?
Das racist.
I'm at
That's
a CVS.
racist.
Yes. You don't know.
Ich bin racist.
Everybody.
I don't
is
understand the
racist.
name of this
Everybody
band. This
is.
is a band that is apparently good, but also has a word name that says the
But there's no.
racist.
But everybody should just. Come on. Is it really that big of a deal?
I'm at a
Das
Taco
racist.
Bell.
Yeah, that's the name of their band.
That's the
But it
band
mean-
of the
Isn't
And
band.
they're a bunch of Indian guys, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Indian
It's like
Brooklyn
Pussy
dudes.
Riot. They're women.
So they're so let me get it straight. So they're women
Brazilian-
No,
who
they're
have
men.
they're
None of them are
men
Brazilian.
The men who are
who have a band called The Racists.
Das
Das
racist.
Das is
DAS.
the. It's like a German
Das.
prefix.
Well,
Das.
it's like a serious
Das.
It
conversation,
is.
all of a sudden.
Yes.
It is racist.
You're part of it.
It is?
It is racist.
So
I'm
but
at the Pizza
I
Hut.
thought you were just
Das
saying it's
racist.
not really racist.
No,
You
what
gonna
I'm
sing with me,
saying is
Bob?
like
You know the song.
I know it's a song. We've
I
seen
love
it
this
before.
song. It's in the future. It's in the Star Spangled Banner.
I've heard it.
Remember?
I read about it. Apparently, they're not actual racists. They're using this as like a way to bring up concepts
But I
about
thought their
racism.
name was they are
Challenge
racist.
racism.
Das
Yeah.
racist.
Does
I'm
it?
at the
Alright.
Pizza Hut.
I'm at the Taco Bell.
I'm
I'm
at
at
the
the
pi-
combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
We need one more riff through that.
It wasn't like that?
Chicka
No, it
chicka
goes-
chicka.
it's
I'm
twice.
at the
I'm at
Taco
the Pizza
Bell.
Hut. I'm at the Taco Bell. I'm at the Pizza Hut. Oh, I'm at the
We can make it up with,
Taco
with
Bell.
Manchester
I'm at the
alternative.
Oh, yeah.
combination.
I'm at the
Two
Stewarts.
I'm
okay,
at the
Dad.
perfect
I got
wife.
it.
I'm at the Stewarts.
I'm at the perfect wife.
They got the
I'm
song.
at the
Go
Stewarts.
right
No,
there,
it's better
now,
like
quick.
I'm at the Maple Fields.
I'm
I'm
at
at
the
the
organic
perfect
fucking
wife.
farm.
I'm at the Maple Fields.
I'm at nature's best.
Oh, yeah, that
It's a-
sounds like a hit.
It's gonna be huge. It's gonna be a huge
It's
commercial.
gonna be huge.
Come shop
Let's
in
work on
Manchester.
that, Bob.
And if you want to plug in with your iPhone, you could plug in with the town's Wi-Fi system,
Hey.
and in theory, walk around in town and be led
If you
like an electronic sheep
You
to
guys
places
should
where you
know.
could sell your money.
Yeah, this show is coming.
Because-
Knock
All
knock.
right, on that note, we're
Knock,
done,
knock.
guys. Good night. We love you.
Lebenstrom!
No, you gotta say who's there.
Knock knock, who's there? Lebenstrom!
9/11.
Wow.
Yo, you say 9/11 to who?
9/11 who?
I thought you said you never forget. You know what I'm saying?